The secret life of the tiger. In the dappled shadows of Asia's remaining forests, a magnificent predator moves with silent grace through ancient hunting grounds. The tiger, with its distinctive orange coat adorned by bold black stripes, represents one of nature's most perfectly evolved killing machines. Yet beneath the fearsome reputation lies a complex creature whose secret life reveals surprising depths of intelligence, emotion, and adaptability that have enabled it to survive for millions of years. The tiger's story is one of evolutionary triumph and modern tragedy, of solitary hunters who maintain intricate social networks, and of apex predators whose very existence shapes entire ecosystems. To understand the secret life of the tiger is to glimpse into a world where survival depends on stealth, strength, and an almost supernatural ability to read the landscape and its inhabitants. The architecture of a perfect predator. The tiger's body is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, refined over 2 million years of natural selection. Every aspect of their anatomy serves the singular purpose of making them one of the most effective hunters on Earth. Standing up to 4 feet tall at the shoulder and measuring up to 10 feet in length, tigers can weigh between 140 to 660 pounds, with males significantly larger than females. Their most distinctive feature, the striped coat, serves as more than mere ornamentation. Each tiger's stripe pattern is as unique as a human fingerprint, and no 2 tigers share identical markings. These stripes provide crucial camouflage, breaking up the tiger's outline in the dappled light of forests and grasslands. The pattern is so effective that even in broad daylight, a motionless tiger can become virtually invisible to both prey and observers. The tiger's muscular build concentrates power in their hindquarters, enabling explosive bursts of speed up to 35 miles per hour over short distances. Their massive paws, measuring up to 6 inches across, are equipped with retractable claws that can extend up to 4 inches in length. These claws serve multiple purposes: climbing trees, marking territory, defending against threats, and delivering the killing blow to prey. Perhaps most remarkably, tigers possess exceptional night vision, seeing approximately 6 times better than humans in low-light conditions. Their eyes contain a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which gives their eyes that characteristic glow when caught in light and helps them hunt effectively during dawn and dusk hours when many prey animals are most active. The tiger's hearing is equally impressive, capable of detecting sounds at frequencies both higher and lower than human hearing. They can hear the ultrasonic calls of small mammals and the infrasonic communications of other large animals over considerable distances. This auditory advantage allows them to locate prey, avoid competitors, and communicate with other tigers across their vast territories. Masters of the hunt. The secret to a tiger's hunting success lies not in brute force alone, but in their remarkable intelligence and patience. Tigers are methodical hunters who spend considerable time studying their prey before making a move. They have been observed watching potential targets for hours, learning their habits, preferred routes, and vulnerability patterns. Unlike lions, who hunt in coordinated groups, tigers are solitary hunters who rely on stealth and surprise. Their hunting technique is a carefully choreographed sequence of stalking, positioning, and explosive attack. Tigers approach their prey by staying downwind and using available cover to remain undetected. They demonstrate remarkable spatial awareness, often predicting where their prey will move and positioning themselves accordingly. When the moment comes to strike, tigers launch themselves with incredible force, typically aiming for the throat or neck of their prey. Their powerful jaws can deliver a bite force of up to 1,000 pounds per square inch, easily capable of crushing bones and severing spinal cords. The attack is usually swift and decisive, with tigers preferring to kill quickly rather than engage in prolonged struggles that could result in injury. Tigers are opportunistic feeders with a diet that varies significantly based on their habitat and available prey. While they prefer large ungulates such as deer, wild boar, and water buffalo, they are adaptable enough to hunt everything from fish and birds to crocodiles and even other predators when circumstances require it. A single tiger can consume up to 88 pounds of meat in one feeding, though they typically eat 20 to 25 pounds per day when food is abundant. The hunting patterns of tigers reveal sophisticated understanding of their environment. They maintain detailed mental maps of their territories, knowing the locations of water sources, prey migration routes, and seasonal feeding areas. This knowledge is passed down from mother to offspring during the crucial learning period when young tigers accompany their mothers on hunts. The solitary social network. While tigers are fundamentally solitary animals, their social structure is far more complex than previously understood. Recent research has revealed that tigers maintain intricate communication networks that span across their territories and beyond. These silent societies operate through a combination of scent marking, vocalizations, and visual cues that allow tigers to share information without direct contact. Scent marking forms the backbone of tiger communication. Tigers possess numerous scent glands located on their faces, paws, and other parts of their body. They mark their territories by spraying urine, leaving feces in prominent locations, and rubbing against trees and rocks. These scent marks convey detailed information about the marking tiger's identity, reproductive status, health, and recent activities. The complexity of this chemical communication system is remarkable. Tigers can determine from scent marks whether the marker was male or female, their approximate age, reproductive condition, and even their emotional state. Fresh marks indicate recent presence, while older marks provide historical information about territory use patterns. Tiger vocalizations extend far beyond the iconic roar. They produce a wide range of sounds including chuffs, friendly greetings, moans, grunts, and various other calls that serve different social functions. The famous roar can be heard up to 2 miles away and serves primarily as a long-distance territorial announcement. Interestingly, tigers also produce infrasonic calls below the range of human hearing, which may allow them to communicate over even greater distances. Visual signals play an important role in tiger communication as well. The distinctive white spots on the backs of their ears, called ocelli, may serve as visual signals to other tigers. Facial expressions, body postures, and tail positions all convey specific meanings in tiger social interactions. Within this communication network, tigers establish complex territorial arrangements. Male territories typically overlap with those of several females, but males generally avoid direct contact with each other unless competing for mating rights. Female territories are usually smaller and may overlap partially with their mother's territories, creating extended family networks that persist across generations. The sacred bond, tiger motherhood. The most intimate glimpse into tiger society comes through observing the relationship between mothers and their cubs. Tiger motherhood represents one of nature's most devoted parental commitments, lasting approximately 2 years and requiring enormous investment of time, energy, and resources. Female tigers typically give birth to 2 to 4 cubs after a gestation period of about 104 days. Cubs are born blind and helpless, weighing only about 2 pounds each. For the first 8 weeks of their lives, they remain completely dependent on their mother, hidden in a secure den while she hunts to maintain her milk production. The education of young tigers is a comprehensive process that covers every aspect of survival. Mothers begin by teaching cubs to recognize and respond to various danger signals. As the cubs grow stronger, they accompany their mother on hunting expeditions, initially as observers and gradually as participants. This apprenticeship period is crucial for developing the complex skills necessary for independent survival. Tiger mothers demonstrate remarkable patience and teaching ability. They have been observed deliberately slowing their own hunting techniques to allow cubs to observe and learn. Mothers will sometimes wound prey and release it for cubs to practice their killing techniques, a behavior that suggests sophisticated understanding of the learning process. The bond between mother and cubs extends beyond mere instruction. Tiger families engage in play behaviors that strengthen social bonds and provide safe opportunities for cubs to practice important survival skills. Wrestling, stalking games, and mock hunts all serve dual purposes of bonding and education. Perhaps most remarkably, tiger mothers show distinct emotional responses to their cubs' needs and conditions. They have been observed displaying what can only be described as grief when cubs are lost, and joy when separated family members are reunited. This emotional depth challenges traditional assumptions about the inner lives of large predators. Territorial masters, the geography of tiger life. A tiger's territory is much more than a hunting ground. It is a complex landscape that the tiger knows intimately and manages actively. Territory sizes vary dramatically based on prey density, habitat quality, and environmental conditions. In prey-rich areas, territories may be as small as 20 square kilometers, while in sparse environments, they can exceed 400 square kilometers. Tigers maintain detailed mental maps of their territories that include not only topographical features but also temporal patterns of prey movement, seasonal resource availability, and potential danger zones. They establish regular patrol routes that they follow consistently, checking scent marks, hunting opportunities, and territorial boundaries. The establishment and maintenance of territory involves complex negotiations with neighboring tigers. Boundaries are not fixed lines but rather flexible zones that may shift based on prey availability, seasonal changes, and the relative strength and health of neighboring tigers. These negotiations are conducted primarily through scent marking and vocalizations, with direct confrontations being relatively rare due to the risk of injury. Within their territories, tigers establish multiple den sites that serve different purposes. Some are used for resting during hot weather, others for raising cubs, and still others as strategic observation points for monitoring prey movements. The selection and maintenance of these sites demonstrates sophisticated understanding of landscape utilization. Tigers also demonstrate remarkable adaptability in their territorial behavior. In areas where human activity has fragmented their habitat, tigers have learned to navigate around human settlements, using corridors of remaining forest to maintain connections between isolated habitat patches. This behavioral flexibility has been crucial for tiger survival in increasingly human-dominated landscapes. The language of the forest. Communication among tigers involves a sophisticated array of signals that operate across multiple sensory channels. Beyond the well-known roar, tigers employ an extensive vocabulary of vocalizations, each serving specific social functions within their solitary yet interconnected society. The chuff, a non-threatening vocalization that sounds like a soft puffing noise, serves as a friendly greeting between tigers who know each other. Mothers chuff to their cubs, and tigers may chuff to humans they have become familiar with in captivity, suggesting this sound represents recognition and peaceful intent. Moaning calls serve as medium-distance communication, often used by tigers searching for mates or mothers calling to their cubs. These calls carry emotional content that other tigers can interpret, conveying everything from contentment to distress. The famous roar serves multiple functions beyond territorial advertisement. Roars can communicate individual identity, emotional state, and specific intentions. The acoustic properties of roars vary with the terrain, and tigers appear to adjust their vocalizations based on environmental conditions to maximize transmission distance and clarity. Recent research has revealed that tigers also use infrasonic communication, producing sounds below the threshold of human hearing. These low-frequency calls can travel over much greater distances than audible vocalizations and may allow tigers to coordinate activities across their large territories without alerting prey to their presence. Visual communication plays an equally important role in tiger society. Facial expressions convey immediate emotional states and intentions. Ear position, eye contact, and body posture all carry specific meanings that other tigers readily understand. The white spots on tiger ears may serve as visual signals, helping tigers communicate their attention and intentions to others behind them. Intelligence and problem-solving. Tigers demonstrate remarkable cognitive abilities that extend far beyond the instinctual behaviors typically associated with large predators. Their intelligence manifests in sophisticated problem-solving skills, adaptability to new situations, and the ability to learn from experience and modify behavior accordingly. In the wild, tigers have been observed using tools in limited contexts, such as using sticks to extract food from crevices or water to wash food items. While not as extensively documented as tool use in primates, these behaviors suggest cognitive flexibility and innovative thinking. Tigers show excellent memory capabilities, remembering the locations of cached food, the timing of prey movements, and the territorial boundaries of neighbors over extended periods. They can return to specific locations after months of absence, suggesting sophisticated spatial memory and navigation abilities. Perhaps most impressively, Tigers demonstrate the ability to plan and execute complex hunting strategies that require multiple steps and contingency planning. They have been observed setting up ambushes that account for prey escape routes, coordinating attacks with environmental features like cliffs or water bodies, and even using human infrastructure to their advantage when hunting in human-modified landscapes. Individual tigers show distinct personalities and preferences that influence their hunting styles, territorial behavior, and social interactions. Some tigers are more aggressive and direct in their approach, while others are more cautious and methodical. These personality differences affect their success in different environments and situations. Adaptation and survival. The evolutionary history of tigers spans millions of years, during which they have adapted to a remarkable range of environments across Asia. From the frozen forests of Siberia to the mangrove swamps of the Sundarbans, tigers have developed behavioral and physiological adaptations that allow them to thrive in diverse conditions. Siberian tigers, the largest of all tiger subspecies, have evolved thick winter coats and increased body mass to survive in temperatures that can drop below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Their hunting techniques have adapted to deep snow conditions, and they have learned to take advantage of frozen rivers and lakes as travel corridors. In contrast, tigers in tropical environments have developed entirely different survival strategies. Sundarbans tigers have become accomplished swimmers, regularly crossing rivers and hunting in tidal waters. They have adapted their hunting techniques to the unique conditions of mangrove forests, where visibility is limited and the terrain is constantly changing with the tides. Tigers in different regions have also adapted their diets to local prey availability. While deer species form the primary prey base for most tiger populations, regional variations include everything from wild boar and gaur in India to lynx and bear in Siberia. This dietary flexibility has been crucial for tiger survival across their range. The adaptability of tigers extends to their reproductive strategies as well. In environments with high prey density, tigers may reproduce more frequently and have larger litters. In harsh environments where resources are scarce, tigers may delay reproduction until conditions improve, demonstrating sophisticated assessment of environmental conditions and their own physical condition. The modern challenge. Today's tigers face unprecedented challenges that test their remarkable adaptability to its limits. Habitat loss and fragmentation have reduced tiger populations from an estimated 100,000 at the beginning of the 20th century to fewer than 4,000 individuals today. This dramatic decline has forced tigers to adapt to increasingly human-dominated landscapes, leading to new behaviors and survival strategies. In many areas, tigers now live in small, isolated habitat fragments surrounded by human development. This fragmentation has forced changes in territorial behavior, with tigers developing smaller territories of higher quality and learning to navigate human-dominated landscapes to maintain genetic connectivity between populations. Human-tiger conflict has become a significant challenge as tigers and humans increasingly share the same landscapes. Tigers have demonstrated remarkable behavioral flexibility in these situations, learning to avoid human activity during peak hours while still accessing necessary resources. Some tigers have become primarily nocturnal in areas with high human activity, while others have learned to use human infrastructure such as roads and railways as travel corridors. Climate change presents additional challenges for tiger populations. Rising sea levels threaten the Sundarbans tiger population, while changing precipitation patterns affect prey availability across the tiger's range. Tigers are showing adaptive responses to these changes, including shifts in hunting patterns and territory use. Despite these challenges, tigers continue to demonstrate the behavioral flexibility and intelligence that have enabled their species to survive for millions of years. Conservation efforts that work with rather than against tiger adaptability have shown the most success in maintaining viable populations. Conservation and hope. The story of tiger conservation is one of both triumph and ongoing challenge. Several tiger populations that were on the brink of extinction have shown remarkable recovery when given adequate protection and habitat restoration. These success stories demonstrate the resilience of tigers and their ability to recover when conditions allow. Protected areas have proven crucial for tiger conservation, providing safe havens where tigers can maintain natural behaviors and social structures. However, The most successful conservation programs recognize that tigers need more than just protected areas. They require landscape-level conservation that maintains connectivity between populations and addresses human-tiger coexistence. Community-based conservation approaches that involve local people in tiger protection have shown particular promise. These programs recognize that human communities and tigers can coexist when proper planning and support are provided. Local people often become the most effective guardians of tiger populations when they receive tangible benefits from conservation efforts. Technological advances are providing new tools for tiger conservation and research. Camera traps allow researchers to monitor tiger populations without disturbance, while GPS collars provide insights into tiger movement patterns and habitat use. Genetic analyses help guide breeding programs and inform decisions about population management. The future of tigers depends on our ability to provide them with the space and resources they need to maintain their complex social structures and territorial behaviors. Tigers that are confined to small, isolated areas cannot express their full range of natural behaviors and face increased risk of inbreeding and local extinction. The eternal tiger. The secret life of the tiger reveals a creature of extraordinary complexity, intelligence, and adaptability. Far from being simple killing machines, tigers are sophisticated social beings with rich emotional lives, complex communication systems, and remarkable problem-solving abilities. Their survival depends not just on their physical prowess but on their ability to read and respond to an ever-changing environment. Understanding the secret life of tigers provides insights not only into these magnificent predators, but into the intricate web of relationships that sustain healthy ecosystems. Tigers are indicators of ecosystem health. Their presence signifies intact food webs, adequate prey populations, and functioning natural processes. The tiger story is ultimately a reflection of our own relationship with the natural world. Their survival depends on our willingness to share space, resources, and the planet itself with other species. The secret life of the tiger teaches us about adaptation, resilience, and the profound connections that bind all life together. As we move forward into an uncertain future, the tiger stands as both a symbol of what we stand to lose and what we might yet preserve. Their secret life continues to unfold in the remaining forests of Asia, where these magnificent predators navigate the ancient rhythms of hunt and rest, territory and family, solitude and connection. In protecting tigers, we protect not just a species but an entire way of life that has persisted for millions of years and contains secrets we are only beginning to understand. The tiger's roar echoes across time, carrying with it the voice of the wild itself. In learning to listen to that voice and understand its meaning, we take the first steps toward ensuring that future generations will also have the privilege of glimpsing into the secret life of the tiger.